Hey, what's happening YouTube? Big Philly with Poor Boys RC. Today we're going to look at my Kyosho Outlaw Rampage. James E465 was asking a few questions about it. He's having some issues with one that he picked up. So just looking at some sort of chassis layout ideas, how simple the rig is to work on. So just a quick sort of once over on the chassis itself. Super simple layout, so I'll just kind of go over it with you guys. And hopefully this will cover most of the bases. One of the downfalls of this particular RTR is that the tires that it comes with are very, very stiff. A lot like if you guys run any Tamiyas, most often, you know, their tires are super, super hard. Same idea here, really, really hard tire. I've driven the truck a few times. Weather hasn't been good enough to make a nice running video, but I've driven it a couple times, and yeah, it's just the butt ends all over the place. So, you know, he was asking also about maybe upgrading the tires to some super swampers or something. I've got a truck with some super swampers on it, so we'll play around a little bit with that as well and see how things pan out. So first of all, let's go over the chassis layout. So here's the body. Well, so here it is real quick. Had to add a driver in there always. This is one of the most simple chassis layouts you can imagine, really. It's so nice. ESC is just held in right here, and this is just like a Hobby Wing 1060 really, where you've got reverse, and if you've never used one of these before, you can pull these little jumpers out. Okay, and this is like a little jumper. You can see sort of two prongs on there. So, and inside here you've got three prongs. So if you want reverse on, you use this, put your jumper all the way to the left. If you want reverse off, take your jumper, put it all the way to the right. Battery, if you're running LiPo, keep it all the way to the left like I have. Nickel metal hydrate, you would pull this jumper out, put it all the way over there. So I run LiPos, LiPo mode. I want my reverse on. So super simple calibration for the ESC. Now, how easy is it to remove it and reinstall it? This ESC, by the feel of things, it is just taped down. So for the purposes of this video, since I do have extra tape, let's see if I can get that out. So really it's that simple. It's just two-sided taped on, and secret to removing this two-sided tape, just use your thumb, roll it up, comes off pretty easy. No special tools required. Okay, so so ESC interchange, pretty easy. I mean, if you want to use a different speed controller, you know, get a Hobby Wing 1060, which is basically what this is. You can get them on eBay for like 25 bucks. This one's branded Orion. But yeah, 25 bucks with shipping on eBay, and it's just taped on. So that's super, super simple. I love what they've done here with the zip tie and the Dean's connector, sort of hard, not hardwired, but it's got like a nice little mounting position right in the chassis, so you don't have to really search around for your cable. So that's pretty cool. So I'll tape that back in, and as far as removing the top plate, now your receiver is hidden inside this protective case. So if you're ever to change your ESC, your motor leads go right to your motor, pretty self-explanatory. Power lead to your battery goes right there. Other leads would be your on-off switch, which is right here. And then of course, the connection into the receiver. I'm using my 2mm. Thank you, Kyosho, for using metric. Thank you all RC companies that use metric. God bless you people. Pop this off real quick just to show you guys what's hiding inside here. So, super quick, super simple. Oh, this whole plate is one big thing. So it looks like I've got a couple more screws. Also to mention that ESC, so Orion ESC is waterproof, which is pretty awesome. So there's that whole top plate off. There is your receiver. So we've got a nice so 3-channel receiver. I'm running a 3rd channel for the lights that I've got up front here. So that's not stock. That was just an add-on that I did after the fact. So anyway, super easy. Yeah, you just unplug your speed controller here if you wanted to change it. If you want to change your receiver, that's where she's hiding. So pretty trick. It does not look like it's a waterproof receiver, and from the couple runs I've done, you can see some sand and debris in here. So so just be careful. It's definitely not waterproof, guys. You got a waterproof ESC, but your receiver is not waterproof in this case, although it's water resistant and it's going to keep a lot of debris out. It's not waterproof. If you wanted to waterproof this, there are a lot of ways to do it. I like plasti dipping myself, so I would just plasti dip it, but this thing won't be submerged or anything. So for me, it's fine as is. Now the other question, James, you were asking was about the steering servo and how easy it would be to swap it out. So I mean, here it is mounted right here at the front of the chassis. Again, you've got a lot of room to work with. Looks like it's held in by these 2 screws right here. These are both going to be 2 mil as well, okay? Couple 2 mils there. And there's your servo. So remove those 2 mils and your servo is going to come right out. It's held in right here. You can see where the servo saver mounts to this almost like it looks like a little connecting rod to a servo steering mechanism. You just have to pop that off with a pair of pliers. So really like a ton of access right there. Super easy to work on. Last but not least, actually second last but not least, asking about the motor, if we were to do a motor swap. So the rear gearbox is, a solid axle, super easy access. Everything's right here. And all right, so there's the entire rear axle. There's the entire rear axle out of the truck. Don't forget to have your beer. Support your local breweries. There we go, and let's get this rear axle cracked open. See what's inside. Just gonna go ahead and open her up here. Couple more screws. right. And to get these 12 mil hubs off, just kind of put your screwdriver in there. Little pry, that'll loosen her up. Pop out your pin. Same on that side. Bingo bango. Let's see if she comes apart. There it goes. All right, so here we have a beautiful rear axle. Gosh, that's nice. And here is our motor. Now, you know, good question there, buddy, on how to change this, because this is a really interesting design. I've never changed a motor. I've done, geez, I own a lot of RC cars, had a lot in my life. This is a truly pretty unique design. So, there is a plate in there. Well, when in doubt, start taking more stuff out. Aha. So remove those two screws, and there's your entire motor. Comes out with this nice metal plate, and then you would just have to get to these two screws, this one here and that one there, and you would take off your slipper clutch. Actually, I'm going to tighten mine up since I'm here right now. I'd like it to be a little bit tighter. You would remove that nut, remove this spur gear, and that's going to give you access to that last bolt right there. And then you can pop your motor out. So while I'm in here, I'm going to get the brush out and get some of the sand out of here. Dollar store paintbrushes, they are your friend in the world of RC. Go buy some right now. So one thing I'll say about this gearbox is that I've only run it on sand once, and I ran it for about 20, maybe 25 minutes. And there's a lot of sand inside here, and there's been quite a bit of damage caused to, let's see, can we get that? There we go, look at that. So that's one of the 3 gears. A lot of damage caused to these gears, quite a bit. I'm still gonna run them. I'm gonna run until they blow, but so mental note, when you're running this thing, if you're gonna run it in sand or very fine gravel, I'm gonna put a little something around the gearbox to try and keep some of that stuff out. You should do the same. And I can see right away that there is, right around the motor, you've got this big opening right here. See the middle plate in there? So this opening right here is allowing all the sand and all the debris to get right in there and destroy those gears. So guys, when you're putting this thing back together, I'm gonna jam that full of foam or something just to try to keep as much grit out of there as possible, because like I said, that's only a 25-minute run. These gears are pretty cooked, so you know, it's part of the hobby. It's all good. Run, break, replace, upgrade. I can imagine this thing with metal gears in it though, how loud it would be. To it. My cat loves tire foams, and this is going to go inside that portion of the case of the gearbox to help keep debris out. Sacrificial tire foam. So there's the truck buttoned up again. It's 90% back together. What I want to do is just show you guys the two-sided tape that I use. So again, we talked about the ESC here and how it was two-sided taped on right from factory. Most of you guys have, you probably bought a Tamiya kit, or I buy a lot of Tamiyas. I don't know who else offers you two-sided tape with their kit, but a lot of manufacturers will. You can use it, it works great. Stick that right on there. Peel it. Stick it. Boom, and I can lift the whole truck. Lift the whole truck by that. So that's real time. Sticky stuff. Cheers to sticky stuff. Be careful. And you asked about wheels, and yeah, these are beautiful. Like, they look really nice. The size is perfect for the rig. Truth be told, they've softened up a little bit since I've been running them, but they're still really hard. And when I run this thing, it's like the tail end is all over the place. But that's the fun part about driving a two-wheel drive truck like this. It's just you're chasing it, man, trying to make it work, and it's just a lot of fun. So anyway, I will eventually upgrade to a stickier tire. I've got a few on the shelf here. You know, you can see some different, I got some Mickey Thompsons and some knockoffs here. You know, there's a lot of different tire options. These are my super swampers that I've got on my Tamiya Hilux. Super nice, super sticky tire, but I don't think I want to go that sticky on this thing. At any rate, for the time being, I'm going to leave these on because I want to make a running video of it in its RTR form. So I'm not going to switch these over just yet, but I will show you that it's a beadlock wheel. And on the inside here, actually I'll switch to this camera. And right on the inside here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 2mm screws. And you're just going to take those 5 screws out and then get a flathead screwdriver in there and pop this part of the wheel out. And this will be the inner ring, there's an outer ring, and there's a center ring. And just remove the 3. It's a 1.9 inch wheel, so any other 1.9 should fit theoretically. I've seen some not fit as well as others, but you got a nice big bead on there. You'll make any 1.9 fit on there, okay? So that's all you're gonna have to do to get those wheels changed out. So pretty easy stuff. Like I said, I'm gonna run these for now, So that's it for today, guys. I hope that was informative. I hope that helped you out with the chassis layout of the Kyosho Outlaw Rampage RTR. Super fun kit to work on, super fun to drive, so enjoy it. Your buddies will be jealous because this kit is way too cool. It's different than a lot of the kits you've seen on the market recently. This long travel suspension, rear solid axle. It's something that it's just really special, and it's fun to drive. It jumps nice, handles like a two-wheel drive truck with super rock hard tires, so takes a bit of getting used to, but it's super fun. You drive on the tarmac and you turn and the whole body rolls a lot, and you know, it's nicely built, waterproof ESC, oil shocks, amazing bang for the buck. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Enjoy your truck, get out there, go RCing, and be excellent to one another. Cheers.